about some churches, including the one I'm worshiping. You know, there are things like about these churches, but I won't call their names though, just to protect the church. But if you know, you know. So one of it is like the one where I worship. If you are not married and you have a child, like probably you had a child out of wedlock, and you cannot dedicate the child to God in that church, they will not allow you. You understand? Reason being that maybe you had the child out of sin, out of fornication, you had the child, so because of that you cannot, they will not dedicate the child. So I so much dislike that their doctrine, because it doesn't make sense to me. Reason being that if if parents commit a sin, it shouldn't be extend to the child. It shouldn't be extend to the child. So why on earth would you say you will not dedicate a child simply because the father and the mother are not married? Like, it's alarming. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why would anybody do that? That is one of it. Then two, the second thing I don't like about some churches is the fact that they keep record of tithes. Why would you be keeping record of tithes? You want to know who has money in the church, or you want to know, I don't understand. Why would you be keeping record in the church, a record of tithing in the church? You understand? It's something I really, really dislike too. That's one of the second the yeah, one of the things I really dislike about churches. Some churches, mind you, because I don't know. I know some churches. It's not every church that uh actually keep record of their tithes and the rest of it. So you pay those things to build the church, to help people, for churches that actually help, because it's not all the churches out there that really use church form to help the less privileged. Some of them will swipe the money. So why would you be keeping record of who pay tithes and who do not pay tithes in the church? Some of them say when you're going to pay, put your offering, like they will make the offering box very, very transparent in such a way that anything you put there, the pastor will peep, or some of the deacons in the church, they will peep and look how much you put there. So those things are very, very discouraging to me. I feel that those things should not be things shouldn't be done that way. You understand? Then the third the third thing I so much dislike about some churches, hmm, guys, election. Like, what are we? Are we now into government or what? Are we now doing politics in the church? Why would you be electing? Why don't you just allow God to do to select whosoever He wants to? Or is it that God doesn't speak anymore when it comes to things like that? Why on earth would anybody be electing, okay, let this person, if you want this pastor, if you want brother Philip to be a pastor, uh, raise up your hand. If you want brother Thomas to be whatever, raise up your hand. Like, what's that? You'll be causing enmity in the church. Those things are things I so much dislike. You understand? I so much dislike those things. There shouldn't be anything like politics in the church, because one, we are not. At least we should make a difference. There should be a difference between the kingdom of God and the world. But it's as if the world are not learning from us when it comes to corruption. You understand? There shouldn't be any form of corruption when it comes to the house of God. There shouldn't be any form of corruption. Like, no. Why would you be saying people should elect, people should choose? Then at the end of the day, they will tell those people, okay, his brother, so and so person that said that first of all raise his hand when they say you shouldn't, when they say anybody that doesn't want you to be the leader. Yeah, okay, brother Peter say you lift up his hand, sister Margaret lift up his hand, lift up her hand. Then at the end of the day, that brother Thomas will be seeing sister Margaret and sister Peter, brother Peter, like enemies. Like, it's really, really bad. Those things shouldn't be encouraged. We shouldn't be encouraging those things in the church. We shouldn't be encouraging those things in the church. You know, the one of matter of this tithing. If someone wants to pay tithe, allow them to pay tithe. Which one? What are you keeping record of? Are you not? Are you God? Why are you keeping record of paying tithes in the church? Like, there's this church I attend. I went to that church. So the church I worship wasn't there. So I went to that church. Since I like going to church actually. I don't really like missing church. So I went to church that day. When I got there, they said they should people that if you pay tithe this month, that you should come out. Then in the church, as I was just sitting there, as a newcomer in the church, so I just decided to. I sat back and I was just watching. So I noticed more than 40 something persons came out, and it was just five persons that came out with their tight with envelope. It's not even There's nothing like tight cards in that church. So those people came with envelope with their tithe on it. Then the rest of them, they transfer their money into the church account. They transfer their tithe into the church account. You understand? So I so much love the way things are being done in that church, because you will not know who is who in that church. There's nothing like keeping record. Okay, this person gave 15,000, this one gave 100,000, this one gave 30 something thousand. No, stuff like that. All those things are not good. They are not encouraging people. Okay, if you're keeping record of things like that, what about the person that have just 1,000 naira? Do you think that person will get up and will want to go and join those people? You understand? So there are things we shouldn't be encouraging when it comes to church. We should live a life. We should live a life that the world will learn from us, and not the other way around. Because the way things are being done in some churches, man, is really discouraging. Sometimes when you want to go to church, you see somebody ask, why didn't you go to church? Why are you not going to church today? The person will be like, I beg, you where they go church and me where they house. What's the difference? There are some pastors there that behave terribly. There are some of your leaders in the church that behave terribly, and which is very true. Which is very, very true. You understand? So we should set example. Church should set example for the world. We shouldn't be copying what the world are doing, what they are doing in the world. The world should learn from us, because we are Christ-like. But the way we are behaving now, it doesn't seem as if we are even Christ-like. You understand? It doesn't seem that it's not. We are not even living that life of Christ, because you need to show in your character as a person. People need to see it through you. They need to see it through you. So if your character cannot show, I am a Christian, then what are you even going to church? Or are you just going to show your dress or what? So guys, we really need to do better. And please share this live and subscribe if you've not subscribed to my channel. Please. Thank you so much. Like I said, we will be going live by 6 p.m. That'll be the next 2 hours, 40 something minutes. So we'll be going live and I will be telling you the story of the lady that traveled to Dubai. Thank you guys. See you. Bye.